Yay! Okay, finally. Forgive me, I had to press the go live button like two or three times. But anywho, hello everybody that's just coming in. My name is Abby. I'm from AV Tarot Reading, and the game plan today is reading for you free tarot readings for the next hour. So the game plan for me is to lay out 6 cards and to give you the read based on my intuition, my insights, and a little bit of life experience all wrapped up in one. So today is March 13th, not March, May 13th. I kind of set us back a little bit. It's yeah, pre-quarantine days. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to have a name for that. Today's March 13th. It's 2020, and if you happen to be finding, huh? Dang it! May! It is May, you all. There you go. It is May. It is May 13th, okay? If you're finding me after this recording, that's totally fine. Any of the messages in here can land long after they've been said. So please feel free to watch. You can chime in. Just be aware that I may not be responding to your questions directly because this recording has already happened. But not right now, though. If you're here today, this present hour, May 13th. I'm going to get it. May 13th, then I'm working with you today. So the format for today will be that I'll be reading the cards for about 40 minutes. We'll then take about a 4-minute break to then talk a little bit about my practice and kind of let you get to know me for just a quick second, and then we'll hop right back into readings. For the last 10 or 15 minutes or so, we'll be doing what we call our flash readings. And so they are super fast, 1-card tarot readings to get as many questions in as possible for the last few minutes of the evening. So everyone needs to say hello to my wife, my partner in crime on this side of my planet. She's going to be moderating for us today. So she'll be in the comments. So say hello to her. She will be selecting questions based on variety. So there's no particular order. Keep in mind that there's going to be a lot of people in here today. So not everybody will get picked. So my apologies in advance. There's a lot of you sometimes. But you can always schedule something with me directly if you'd like something ASAP. Questions that we will not be touching on, because I need to make that preface that out, is anything regarding your time of death, somebody else's time of death. I also don't really want to dig into third-party questions. So if we're thinking about your ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend, I'm probably going to say no to that kind of question. Also, I will avoid the COVID topic as much as possible. I will touch on things maybe like how's your job prospects, but if you're asking me if you have it, I'm going to avoid that question. So to ask a question, go ahead and just drop that one specific question into the comments, one question at a time, you guys. The more specific, the better. Vague questions lead to vague answers. So I like timing. I like specifics. I like to get to the root of what you're trying to find out and what you're trying to know. So the more specific, the more information I can give you. And finally, if you all could do me the great biggest old honor and favor of liking this video and then sharing it with either like your friends or a group that you participate in, anyone that you feel like would enjoy watching tarot happen live or tarot happening at all, that just helps spread love and tarot knowledge all over the place. So I appreciate it if you would. And to get us started, I'll be shuffling here in just a moment and playing with my essential oilies because I love them so much. But will you go ahead and let me know where you're from? Like, I want to know where you hail from. I'm from Seattle. Some of you are from the Seattle area. Some are all over this country, and I love learning where you all are from and where you're hailing from. So totally let me know where you reside. I can't wait to be able to see this when I go back and watch the recording and see all the comments. Melissa's handling questions. I'm staying focused here on my tarot end so that I don't get too distracted. But if I hop into the comments so far, I see that, ooh, I've gotten some conversations going. I see my Shonda is around. I just saw a picture of her baby the other day and I just want to squish her cheeks. Oh my goodness. I think I like her kid so much because her kid reminds me of me.
Oh, wow.
Well, like when I was little, like I didn't have a whole lot of people that, as the curly head mixed kid, I didn't have a lot of people that adored me. And so I wanted to like, little me, just adore her in a way that I wish I had been adored when I was little. Anywho, I see that there's people from New York. I'm so glad to see that you're still up. You're still up. You're still awake. I love that. I see that Victoria has a couple questions. Indiana. Xavier is in Atlanta. I've been with you, honey, since you were in a different location moving into Atlanta. Let's see, who else we have in here? Lena. Oh my gosh, Robin. Deidre, I love all these people. Yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining me here, you all. I look forward to seeing these numbers increase and thumbs up increasing and all of the tarot loves and hugs. So I'm going to hop out of comments because otherwise I'll be so distracted I can't read for y'all. And if you ever want me to pull cards, I got to get out of there. Give me just a second. Let me get my smellies on. Goodness. There we are. Feel free to tell me how your day's been treating you. Ooh, you're from Virginia. Aw, Jolie, the tarot lady. Kansas, yes. If you happen to want to know, like, what this is a essential oil. Now, they often tell you to, like, mix an essential oil with a carrier oil so that it's not as potent. But I, for whatever reason, am, like, I love the potency of this particular oil. It's just ylang, and I refuse to say it twice, even though it's a two-worded name. So that's just me being a weirdo. But yeah, I'll go ahead and get shuffling, and then we can start asking questions. And tell me, totally let me know if you can hear me. Totally let me know if you can't see me, because we're practicing not having the light on right now because it's just enough natural light to keep things nice. So if it gets a little too dark, just let me know. Let me know. All right. So yes, we're doing 6 cards today. Generally, the way it works out is that I read the first top 3 at first, then the second 2, and then the last 1. And that kind of like wraps everything up for us, gives us the answer that we're looking for. The previous 3 kind of talks to me about the situation. If you see me looking off to the distance, it's more of me just trying to focus my attention and not getting distracted by comments or whatever's happening over here, or what, you know, what just fell, or what have you. So Kareen, how will my career look in the field I'm currently getting a degree in? Ooh, okay. So let's hop in. I'm going to start shuffling. We're going to read all of our cards with the Rider-Waite. If we can see it, there you go. It's like the world's most popular set of cards right now, or popular, wide known. How about we'll go for that? Rider-Waite Smith is what I'll be showing, and I'll be pulling cards and also sharing with you what they are, just so you can see where my point of view is coming from. So how will her career look in the field she's trying to get a degree in? Let's pull some C's. Let's pull in C's. Pulls and C's. That's going to be my next term, because we have one that's called Shuffle Up. Like, it still reminds me of a Snuffleupagus, but it's kind of cool, like, shuffle up. Like, my semi wannabe hoodness comes out when I say shuffle up. I know, she's over here like, she's married to me though, y'all. She's married to me. All right, let's pull. 1. How's it gonna look for you, my dear? 3, 4, 5, 6. I like what I'm seeing, so I will say that. First off, it does look like it's gonna be a productive career for you, because you know how often we go to school, we get a degree, and it's productive for like 8 minutes, and then you're like, I need a job, I need income, and you don't actually get a job in which your career is in. It happens, my dear, it happens. So the first cards that I have for you is the Knight of Cups. I also have the 2 of Swords along with the Lover's card. So my first inclination is that the career that you're in, do not be surprised if you maybe, or not career that you're in, the avenue in which you're going to school right now, or the way in which you're handling school at the moment. So there's something about school that I think you're actually maybe possibly going to change majors, or maybe shift your primary focus. Like for me, just to give you an example, I went to school for industrial design. A lot of the people who were in industrial design came from interior design. So it was like they were almost there, and then they just pivoted a little bit and then continued on, and were much happier. So I think there might be a little pivoting with maybe what you're studying, or how you're studying, or maybe even like the method you go about it. There's going to be a pivot in there. Don't worry about it. Just roll with it, hun. It'll be fine. The other cards I have for you is the 10 of Pentacles. I love this card because it's about family and legacy, and lots of coins in there. So sometimes that means money too. I also have the Star card along with the Ace of Cups. So with this combination, it's like whatever role that it is that you end up in, it's going to be good for your family. There's going to be some stability. It's going to be some balance and some practicality there for you. I hear the children. We can leave it open. It doesn't bother me. But ending up on the Ace of card that you can't quite see because it's all washed out. There you go. It's going to be a good fit. It's going to feel good. It's going to handle your emotions just well. I think wherever you end up is going to be well suited for you, or you're going to be well suited for it. Either way, it's going to be a good arrangement. I think you're going to be just fine, my dear sweet pea. So no worries there. Your job will be good. It'll be fine. All right, Lena, Thank you so much for that question, by the way. And please feel free to leave feedback, leave comments about your reading. I like knowing how these land or how they resonate for you, especially over time. So I've had a couple people recently come back a couple weeks after a read here and leave me feedback like that happened, or it didn't quite go the way we talked about, but it went like this, and I can see, yeah. So I love hearing how these readings land for you over time. So Lena, will we get the house we want to move in by June 1st? Cool. Thank you so much for the specifics. I appreciate that. Let's take a quick peek. And I just flipped some cards over on accident, so let me not mess myself up. Will you get the house you want? You had pneumonia? Oi, hon, I hope you get better. I do hope you get better. Oi. I've never had pneumonia, but anything that anything that messes with your breathing, because that's like that's your life. You go 3 minutes without breathing and you have damage. So to me, it's just like, if you can't breathe, ugh. Anyway, I feel for you, Huns. All right, by June 1st. I had COVID, but they said it was negative after 3 weeks, but yesterday I found out. Oh, that it's pneumonia. Okay. Will we get the thank you. I was like, wait, which question? Will we get the house we want to move into by June 1st? Will we get the house that we want to move into by June 1st? Okay, got it. Will we get the house that we'll move into by June 1st? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. So my cards flipped around for me. That's fun. All right, Sweet Pea, let's see what we have. We have the Knight of Cups up right. There we go. Along with the 2 of Cups. And then the 6 of Pentacles. So my first inclination is very likely by June 1st, especially it feels like things are progressing smoothly with the getting of the house. If there was an issue, it feels like whatever road bump you might have encountered, you've done it now. So it should be smooth sailing. The offer should be coming, or the lease, whatever it happens to be for you. It's on, this card's kind of like it's on its way. Like he's delivering this to the 2 of you. So I wouldn't even be surprised if this was like the guy who's like writing in, I have my lease offer for you guys, yay! And the 2 of you, the 2 people, are in great spirits because of it. The 6 of Pentacles, that's a give and take. So I feel like there's an exchange of money. That's awesome. The other cards that showed up for you is the Wheel of Fortune. This is also like one of the moving cards. Like if a Wheel of Fortune shows up when you're talking about moving, you're moving. So I think by the June 1st thing is what's going to happen. The Strength card also showed up for you. So it's kind of like one of those things you've been building up for this. You've been wanting to do this. This is what I've been wanting kind of thing. It ends though, however, on a King of Swords. There's going to be a detail, maybe a small like, damn it moment during like the moving process. So I don't know if maybe you have terrible movers, or someone steps on a nail, or just some random little stupid detail. It's still going to progress forward. It's still going to continue, but there's going to be like a teeny itsy bitsy hiccup with that King of Swords. I think it'll be fine. It'll work its way out, but I do think the June 1st timeline is totally reasonable based on what I'm seeing. So you totally got to send some pictures when you get all moved in. I want to see where y'all are living now. That'll be fun. Thank you so much for that question. Angela wants to know, when will I meet Mr. Right? Gotcha. Okay. Mr. Right. Let's see if we can do a little bit of timing. When will you? When will you? Okay, I have a nudge to go a different way with it, so let's see how it works out. If it doesn't work out, then I'll hop to the way that I intended. We'll go both ways if we need to. That sounded terrible, didn't it? My apologies. Oops. All right, so Angela wants to know when will, what I'm asking, what will it take is kind of what I'm looking into. What will it take for you to meet Mr. Right? Mr. Right. 2, 3. Oops. Last shuffle. Let's pull some cards for you, sweets. I'm gonna cut. Here you go. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Okay. What do we have? What do we have? All right, my dear, my first thoughts, well, let me show you. I have the Queen of Pentacles along with the Justice card. and then the Knight of Cups. So my first thought possibly is either a Mr. Right is available to you and maybe we're not seeing them, or they're in like your close proximity. And so that's just like, let's pin that and see if we need to revisit that at all. The Justice card though has a kind of like pivotal aspect to it. So I'm wondering if there's I'm wondering if there's like something legal that you have to go through or something kind of cutting off or moving like there. Okay, so the Justice card to me is often about legal stuff, but it's also about making this like making clear decisions. And so to me that could be like making a decision to move away, it could make a decision to go to the like a crux of a decision needs to be made before the space is made available for this new person to show up. So I'm wondering if you happen to know if there's anything in your environment that you need to let go of, or you need to cut out, or you need to like push out, like almost feels like dirty laundry, like push out before you have the space in your room and the ability to have room for a Mr. Right. I have the Six of Pentacles along with the Ace of Pentacles, and then I have a King of Cups. So I'm actually a little bit intrigued by this, because if we have a Knight of Cups, his kind of elevated version is the King of Cups. So he goes from being the knight in the shining armor to master of emotion, master of feelings, master of romance, possibly. So that's why I'm kind of like leaning into like, this person seems to already be around. So I might have to dig into your story a little bit more to see what the nuances of that one is. Six of Pentacles. I'm half inclined to think that this person could be work related, like, because with the Two Pentacles, it seems like new projects, new opportunities. Six, there's an exchange, so I'm wondering if this might be somebody that you work with, or you met at work, or you met through like a mutual project or something. So it's like that's kind of like, what will it take? Is it feels like they're already kind of around. Yeah, so it's not even so much a looking for when they'll show up. It's like they're he's over there kind of feel to it. So, I wonder if there's where this person is hanging out around for you. I wonder, I have questions now. Thank you so much for yours, Angela. I definitely appreciate it. Victoria. Say again? Do you see me going back to school? Sweet. Do we mean, well, I'm going to assume we mean this year. So just to kind of add a little bit of specifics to it. Period. We can totally look in period, but that's kind of like looking at your entire lifespan, and probably if that's something that you want to do. So let's see if you'll be going back to school. Will you be going back to school? Will you be going back to school? Will Victoria be going back to school? I'm going to shuffle twice more. There you go. Victoria. Victoria. I don't know why I like saying your name like that, but it makes me happy. Kind of like semi-regal Victoria. I don't know, maybe I'm slightly English or something. I don't even know where I'd go with that, my dear. But I love your name. All right, will you be going back to school? 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop. Flipping around. 6. Sweet. Okay, so I have for you is La Emperor. I also have the Ace of Pentacles. Let me back up a little bit. There we go. And then I have the Seven of Cups. So my first thought is it's very likely that you will. I feel like I'm wondering like how your confidence level is with it. If you're prepared, if you're ready, if you're wanting to, if you are prepared and ready and wanting to, if it's just like a financial, making the arrangements together, getting like the financial aspects of it together so that you can go back to school. So it's not even so much will you, like if it's a mental process, if it's more of just like, I got to get all my financial aid together kind of thing. Do I have the funds available to actually do it? It does look like you want to. It looks like you have opportunities, maybe even usually the Seven of Cups, this guy, shows up for us when we have lots of opportunities or lots of things to choose from. And sometimes there can even be like decision fatigue because of it. So yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised if you're kind of like pulling over like the catalog. There you go. The C word that I'm stumbling over. The catalog. Oh, y'all, y'all being rude. Anywho, I do have the Page of Wands. He is the ever evolving student. He is very focused. He's hyper focused on his wand, on his new ideas. So he's definitely a school, like when I pull for students or college kids, that card usually shows up a lot for us. So yeah, it feels like you are going to be going to school. Queen of Cups is another card that I have available to you, along with the King of Cups. So my thought feelings is kind of like these feel like parents almost. I hope that your family is supportive, or you have the support, or you have the backing of your family. It feels good though. Like I don't feel any drama with it. I don't feel any issues with it. So you going back to school seems and feels natural. Seems and feels like whatever. If there's an issue, you'll work it out. You'll figure it out, and it won't be a thing. So it's not going to be a problem, is what it seems like on this table anyway. I'm going to go ahead and turn my light on because it looks like I'm getting way all sorts of pixelated. See if my, oh geez, there we go. Now I can be seen, my dears. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and get shuffling. Tam, will your business prosper? You're trying so hard. I understood, huh? Let's see what's going on. What's holding this up? Totally let me know what your business is. Like, you might as well take advantage of this little bit of a stage. Tell us about your business. What is it you do? Is it services? Is it is it business? Is it services? Is it goods? Is it, what is it? Tell me about your business, because I want to know. Will your business prosper? Will her business prosper in the way that she intends? There we go. 2. Will your business prosper? Tam. Oops. In the way that you intend. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, my dear. So this first part that I have the Strength card, along with the Sun, and then the 6 of Wands. So for me, like, will it prosper in the way that you're intending is kind of the question that I'm aiming for, in the way that you desire. It feels like it has the roots, it has the bare bones to do it. Now I feel like your concept of your business is evolving and kind of a little bit of a moving target, and so I wouldn't be surprised if there's an aspect of it that you have to walk away from to then double down on another aspect of it. So some of the other cards that I have is the 8 of Cups, along with the Chariot, there we go, and then the High Priestess. So for you, hun, there is going to be an element that you're going to walk away from so that you can focus on another part, and it's going to be the part that's more vibrant, the part that has more attention. There's a little bit of thinking outside of the box that will need to happen to get to that point. But I feel like you following your intuition with your business, the High Priestess is all about your intuition and kind of listening to your inner wisdom, your inner knowledge, the nudges that you get, the ideas that show up for you. And then don't be afraid to try a bunch of ideas, because I know so many of us business owner wants to get it right the first time. And the thing is, it's not always going to be right the first time. So we got to do, and then we got to redo, and then we got to refine, and then we got to do it again, and then we got to do something else. So not being scared to kind of walk away from one aspect to focus more of your time and attention on another element of it. It's a custom t-shirt company with sweat and sweet treats. Sweet treats so far. So part of this, maybe leaning right into that. So if, say for instance, the 8 of Cups shows up for me and it's walking away from one thing to walk into another, maybe it's right now t-shirts are doing amazingly, but sweet treats aren't as good because we're not moving around so much. So it doesn't have like the ability. If it's taking up resources, honey, like it's okay to let it slide or sit aside so that you can focus your time and attention on something that is actually making you income, or actually doing the bulk of the work of what you need for your business to do. Because I guess the ultimate end result is to make money, having the business support itself, having it take care of you, being able to pay yourself. If the t-shirt end of it is doing better than the sweet treats end of it, then I wouldn't be surprised if you kind of like put this off to the side so that you can focus and double down your attention on the element that is working well. There we go. Thank you so much for that, Tam, and let me know how that lands for you. So I totally want to know how this works for you over time. Yay. Jennifer came across a once-in-a-lifetime amazing deal on a building, perfect for my first ever salon. Okay, a bump came in the road. Oh, that's a bummer. Do you see me getting it through? Ooh, let's see if that shows up. Ooh, once in a lifetime. Ooh, I know that feeling, huh? Let's see what shows up for us. Once in a lifetime. Will this project go through? Will this project go through? Lifetime amazing deal on a building perfect for my first ever salon. Do you see me getting it through? Though. Not through. Oh, so I can't read. That's fine. Getting it though. Do you see it getting it though? I'm perfectly fine with getting it through. Like, yes, let's get it through. I'm like, wrong word. Do I see you getting it? See what shows up for us, sweetie. I like it when you laugh at me. You laughing with you. You're at me all day. Like, ha ha, That's my wife right over there laughing at me, not with me. She thinks she laughs with me. I know she's laughing at me. But I'm fine. Well, thank you. Thank you. So long as it entertains you, darling. Like, yes, it does. I have the page of cups. Let's get serious or semi-serious. We'll go here I am. Semi-serious, okay? There we go. All right, I got the page of cups along with the knight of cups and then the king of pentacles. So my first inclination is that what was it, the words, when there's a will there's a way, like that was the first word that kind of words that showed up for me. So the page of cups is that brand new idea, that knight of cups is bringing the idea, and then the king of pentacles is like the master, like he has succeeded, he has landed the opportunity. So the other cards, and this is kind of where we get some of the details, I have the strength card. So to me, that is a lot to do with that inner resilience and fortitude to kind of survive the storm, whatever is happening, because it's a bump. It's a bump, but you'll ultimately be fine. The card that I have the question on is the Eight of Cups. So like I talked about earlier, where it's walking away from one element into something else. That's the aspect I'm like, I'm wondering what part of this you're going to have to walk away from or abandon, but not abandon a building. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm more of like, maybe there was a arrangement that, like, for example, when you purchase or when you leased out this building, they're going to be building and painting your walls. Like, and then you find out, I have to do this shit myself and y'all are bastards and now I don't like you. But you do have the judgment card. So to me, ending the scenario is that it's going to be just fine for you. Like, the idea, the project, the goal, it resurrects itself and it moves forward. So it may not be exactly the blueprint that you had gone into this wanting, but I feel like as of right now, so long as, nothing too terrible happens, like you decide tomorrow, nope, not doing it, I'm not doing it, then it should progress. It should progress forward. But there's going to be these elements of it that are going to shift and get a little wonkadoo for you. So have some resilience. Use that strength card. Find one and then like stick it on the back of your phone to remind you to hold firm. Hold firm to your ideas and your ideals. It is possible. But thank you so much for your question. I definitely appreciate it. Yay. All right, I'll shuffle in. Melissa's picking another one. Well, my what? I don't know. You got this. I do have this, but I can't speak English anymore. All right, my dear. Will my transition, is the word I meant to say, to a new city be smooth financially and mentally? Got you. Okay, thank you so much for the specifics, dear. Will it be smooth? Let's see. Financially, which is usually, if it's smooth financially, mentally kind of is easier. Like, it's much easier when it's smooth financially. So we'll just focus heavy on that one. Will it be smooth? Will this sorry. Okay, I'm good. Will it be smooth? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. Okay, hon. So the cards that I have for you is the 9 of Wands. There we go. Along with the 4 of Wands. And then the 8 of Wands. First, that's a whole lot of wands. That's a lot of wand energy. And so to me, when a whole bunch of wands show up in a reading for me, it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of movement. It's a lot of attention. It's a lot of fire underneath it. So it's like a lot of passion, things of that nature. So it's kind of like a high energy, freaking moving. I need to move. I'm going to move. There's lots to it. The part that I'm questioning, and that's where my question mark comes in, is that the Nine of Wands usually is about that wounded warrior. So this is a person who's gone through battle, but who has survived and is ready at the waiting with their staff, ready for orders, ready to move forward. So I stop laughing. Uh, the part that I'm thinking about is the transition. It feels like at the beginning, the very beginning, there's going to be like this, pause, because that Nine of Wands for me is like, okay, there's going to be an element to this that's going to beat you up a little bit. Now I don't know if that's beforehand or during. It feels like beforehand. So before you actually go, I wouldn't be surprised if then there's like the extra cost, the extra this, then there's this, and then you find out that there's more. But ultimately, I feel like you are going to be moving, because this is also like the four corners of a new house, new place, new residence, and a celebration at the same time. So there's the garland, there's the housewarming stuff and what have you, and then there's Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is all about moving quickly. So I wouldn't be surprised if this gets a little bit breakneck speed for you, where you don't have a whole lot of time to rest and get grounded before you have to then like hop into a new job or hop into this new part, and you're kind of wandering around like, this was fast. Kind of thing. My dear, you do have the Page of Wands. I like this because even though you have all these wands, the Page of Wands is, like I said earlier, the student. So this person is focused. He is learning something new. He is very attentive to this portion of his wand. He's focused. He's focused on that. The other cards that I have for you is the Death card. Now, don't take that literally. We're aiming for death is in transformation. So you doing this move is going to be deeply transformative for you. I wouldn't be surprised if in this move you get thrown a little bit emotionally. So financially, it feels fine. Actually, I don't even see coin related issues at all. So emotionally, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe you learn what it feels like to be like pulled out of what you know into something that you don't know. It has that disjointed feeling where you don't quite have your feet under you. Like if you've been on a boat for too long and then you try to get on ground and you're like, I'm so, I won't, you're a little all over the space. All over the space. I like that. We're going to keep that one. I'm going to turn it into a t-shirt. Then we have the Page of Swords. So I feel like ultimately you're going to settle out. You're going to fight the good fight. You're going to do what you need to do to get what you need to done. And things are going to high level be okay for you financially. I think your emotions are going to be a little bit pummeled from it, but I think you will know how to survive because financially you'll be fine. Home will be fine. Things will be settled. I just think your sense of balance and your sense of self is going to get racked a little bit. But I think ultimately you will be okay. Just figuring out a way to ground, stay focused, and full speed into the thing that you moved to a new city for, my dear. I think you'll be all right. You will be okay. All righty. Let's see. Ooh, somebody. Okay, let me see if I can get my timer, because I always tell myself I'm going to time myself so I don't speak for 900 minutes, because that's not fun. I'm going to set a timer for cancel 4 minutes to tell you a little bit about how to get in touch with me. There we go. Perfect. How to schedule time, how to work with me. I have 3 methods that you can get a reading with me. One of my favorites is via video. I do these predominantly through Zoom at the moment. I love how Zoom has the ability to record these sessions. So I like to use them as the method of conducting the meeting and then recording the meeting, so that after we are done, you can have a recording of that session to look back at a later time. I upload it to Dropbox and then send you a link directly so that you can download it. Those readings run either 30 minutes or 60 minutes, and you can choose from either one. And you do also have the ability to add on a 15-minute increment if like 45 sounds good. But it's super easy to schedule. You set up the time going directly to the avtarotreading.com link. There is a section for services, and then you select the type of service that you're aiming for. The other type of service I have available is emailed readings. That's a second favorite of mine, because I like the prospect of us working together at a distance, and then you on your own time reading the reading that's been prepared for you. So there's a couple readings that I have directly in the site that you purchase. One is like a spiritual guidance reading, for instance. Once you've selected that reading and you've purchased that reading, you provide maybe an area of focus that you want me to work on. And we aim for one topic of focus, because if you're looking for house, car, kids, you know, it's a lot that you can look in life, but let's narrow it down to maybe a career focus for spiritual guidance, or maybe a relationship focus for spiritual guidance. And then once I have that question, within 24 or 48 hours, I will email you a PDF between 9 and about 18 pages if it goes way long. Sometimes the messages keep coming, honey. And then I deliver that to your email for you within 24 to 48 hours. It's one of my favorites personally, because it gives me the opportunity to do it at like midnight or 2 a.m., however late I decide to be up. And then I have my headphones in my ears. So I'm zoned out to, maybe it's nature music, maybe it's Egyptian music, maybe it's something Middle Eastern and something interesting. So music for me is a nice conduit for me as a tarot reader, as a tarot practitioner. So it's one of my favorites. Lastly, another way to work with me is through chat. So what we'll do is that we'll connect via Facebook chat, Facebook Messenger, and I will listen to your questions for the 30-minute or the 60-minute timeline, and then we'll pull cards and read via typing. So that is really, really useful if, for instance, you don't have the ability to set up a computer video because maybe you have people, or you just, you know, there's reasons why you don't want to sit, or maybe you're shy. I'm okay if you're shy. That's all right. And so if you're shy, that's fine. Chat's totally doable. I take pictures of the cards, I send the images to you, and then I type the interpretation of that card in relation to your reading. So it's super fast. We tend to get a shorter amount of questions done in the same amount of time because it's typing. I do type as fast as possible, but sometimes there's misspellings. You got to clear some of them up. But I do work as quickly as possible for you on any of the reading types. As of right now, I do still have some availability for this week. So please feel free to go ahead and, if you'd like, click on the link in this post, and it'll take you directly to the services area so that you can schedule either a video or an emailed reading, whatever you're up to. You can also purchase readings for other people. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe you missed mom's Happy Mother's Day and you want to make it up to her. You know, a tarot reading would kind of be cool as a gift. I don't know very many people that get tarot readings as gifts for others, so I just think that would be phenomenal to offer them. Like, give them a heads up that I'm going to be doing this. At least let them know, so that I'm not like sneaking behind someone's back doing tarot readings for them. Alrighty, so I gave you my 4 minutes. Let me hop out and dismiss. There we go. I'm going to figure out my own phone here in a minute. Let me hop out of this. I wanted to make sure that you knew how to get in touch with me if you wanted to. Please feel free to ask any questions. If you get caught up on the website or don't know where to find anything, go ahead and send me a message and I will walk you in. Yeah, there it is. avtarotreading.com/readings. I thought it was /service. Oh, she copied it from the website. I believe her. Alrighty, but let me go ahead and get shuffled. Oh, Sandrine. I love you, Sandrine. She is a active participant in my learning group. I have a learning group on Facebook that I built with the focus or the idea of helping others kind of learn tarot from like an Abby perspective. So it's to supplement your already learning practice, not to be like the educational source. Like, I don't think any one person should be the source of tarot knowledge, but I like to give my perspective and my mentoring, my assistance on any of the cards or situations that you're running into. But Sandrine, who's an active participant in that group, I will comment on that later. I just want to know, will these two creative gigs come through for me? Ooh, will they? Okay, got you. Let's look into it, hun. Let's look into it. She just had a birthday too, so if you can like embarrass her for me and just send her a bunch of like happy birthday everythings, I would love that. I would love that. Bum rush Sandrine with happy birthday love. Oh my goodness, and my cards aren't communicating, so that's fun. Okay, there we go. Shuffle one more shuffle, Sandrine. We're gonna get you some cats. Some cats. I'm not a New Yorker. I'm not from Boston. I'm from Arkansas, actually. And I don't have a Southern accent, thankfully. Though, every now and then, Southern words or vernacular will show up. Like, instead of, do you say pop or soda? Now you say soda? I'm always soda. Your mom says, oh yeah, your mom's in Yakima. And she says pop. It's like anybody northern says pop usually. I'm like, that's a sound. That's not a drink. Or when how everyone calls a soda Coke. Like it doesn't matter if it's Sprite or whatever, it's a Coke. Yeah, that seems to be. Oh, I love this. Yes, thank you, thank you for sending her some happy birthday love. All right, well, these two creative gigs come through since I'm over here talking about sodas. I wonder if someone's walking to the fridge right now, popping one open. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, Hun Bunch. So let me show you what I have, and let's see what you think along with me, huh? So I have the Queen of Wands. I also have the 5 of Cups, and then I have the 2 of Swords. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead. There is the 8 of Pentacles. I'm doing this for her because she's in my learning group, so I like encouraging her to think a little bit harder. The Death card, ending on Lovers. So I'm going to take a step back a little bit because my thoughts, Hun, is with the Queen of Wands, I feel like you've put on that performer, you've put on that audition, you've put on the I can do this work kind of thing. And then I hear or see the 5 of Cups. So to me, this is like there's an element or there's something that showed up that disappointed you. So I'm wondering if maybe one of the jobs doesn't go through, or maybe the job has a requirement that kind of like, damn it, I can't do it because of this, or I don't want to do it because of this. And so then you get put in a rock and a hard place. Now you get to decide. And you have to decide between left or right, or maybe job 1 and job 2. Maybe they interfere with each other. So there's an element there. The 8 of Pentacles, my dear, though, that talks to me about work. So my thought is that there is something that's going to land. So out of 2 of them, something's going to land. The Death card, though, we know it's all about transformation. So I'm wondering which one may actually be harder for you to do or take more effort, but that would actually end up being quite a wonderful source for you. And I'm wondering if you might like actually get a little bit more out of this job than you had intended. I would like to say maybe Mr. Right is in that job, but let's not go that far. But I do feel like it's going to maybe bring you to yourself, or maybe there's going to be aspects to the project that keep wanting to feel like gives more of you to yourself. Like you get to discover more of who you are, get to practice more of who you are, and be more of what you've always wanted to be by doing one of these roles. But anyway, I think you're going to get one of them. I don't think it's going to be both, is my thoughts. But yeah, totally let me know what you think, my dear, and we will hold our breath for you and see what happens. So thank you so much for that question, Sweepy. I appreciate it. Erin, how can I reach my mental health goals? Ooh, I love that question. That's a good one. That is a good one. Yes. How can she reach your mental health goals? How can she meet them? How can she reach them? How can she best reach them? All right, last shuffle. We'll just cut. There we go. How can she meet those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I love these cards for you, dear. Last one. There we go. How can you meet your mental health goals? 1, knowing it's a process. Like I wish it was a button, but it's never been an easy button. Like I know we want one. I know they've even designed one, but as much as I wish you could just turn on the light and better. And it's not so much. The cards I have for you, dear, is the Hermit, which I'm pretty sure in your situation, it's like, yeah, I already know all that one. Then we have the Judgment card, and then the Sun card. So this feels like a process and a path and a journey and a process and a path, and it's on rinse and repeat. And that's okay to be on rinse and repeat. I almost think like just starting off, how can you reach your mental health goals is knowing that there's not really a finish line. It's a lifestyle. It's a life journey. This is something that you'll be working on for quite some time. And you'll get to varying degrees of excellence, but right when you get there, something shows up, and then we get to work maybe our tools again, and we get to go and do something else. Ultimately though, you have control over this. So you have the parts that you have control over are the ones that we need to focus on. So it's like she feels like she is bound. She feels like she is in danger. But the thing that we aren't paying attention to in this card is that she has every ability to kind of lean off to the side and maybe cut her own binds free. She has the ability to maybe take her blindfold on. No one said that she's completely tied up, that her hands are like, unretrievable. So there's lots that we don't know that are going on behind this card, and there's also a lot of resources already there. So it's just kind of maybe using that as I already have the tools that I need to do the things that I need to do. Ultimately, though, I think success, or like hitting your mile markers, we'll say, is something that's totally doable for you, because the Ten of Cups is about abundance, is about high level energy, about vibrancy. That is definitely something that's going to be around and available to you, especially because you're working on this. The Page of Cups is a card to me that sometimes can feel like a fish out of water. So when you feel a little bit like an alien in this world, in this environment in which we're in, but you're figuring it out. You're getting there. You're getting it together. Ultimately, though, you have the Sun card, you have the Ten of Cups. Those are two of some of like the biggest cards in a set of tarot, and to me, that's like freaking phenomenal. So the goals that you've set out for yourself, the mile markers that you're going to be placing for yourself, you'll be able to attain those because you got duration on your side. You are open and willing to take the time that you need to get these things done. So I appreciate it. You're going to reach them because you're going to reach them. You're going to continue the process. You're going to continue learning about yourself. You're going to continue all these things. So it's not even so much a how can you, it's just like, I look forward to seeing you all through your process on how you do. So yeah, you will, huh? Thank you so much for that question, though. All right, what did that what did that man really do? Wait, did that man really do that to my son? Okay, we will try to aim. Let's just go strictly yes or no with just that information. Let's see what we have to say. Did that man really do that to my son? Okay, yes or no, yes or no. Okay. Oops. There we go. Thank you for your question. Let's see what they have to say. There we go. Do that to my son. 1, 2, 3. So cards, sorry, I was taking a pause because I was looking at the cards and just feeling around the situation. 5, 6, 7. I have the 7 of Cups, along with the 6 of Swords, and then the 6 of Pentacles. So for a yes or no question, possibly. What I don't have a feel on, what I see card-wise as options. So there's options or opportunities. Then there is leaving something to go somewhere else. So there's like leaving chaos to go to something smoother, and then deciding what to take with you. And then the 6 of Pentacles is very much the like give and take, an exchange card. So I don't know the details of your situation, and I can only speculate, and sometimes you don't want to. So I'm going to keep it super vague with this one. So just to give you a direct yes or no, it seems like a probability. And as to what that is, that'll be between you and your son. Thank you. Thank you so much for your question. All right, my dear. Is it Flash? Oh my gosh. Okay, so as I can't talk, Flash is my favorite because it's fun and it's fast, and I like how I feel like a better reader when I'm working faster. Maybe I'm getting out of my own way. What do you think? Possibly. Just the conduit is fast. So I'm going to shuffle, and then Melissa is going to pull a question, and I'm going to pull one card and itch my nose and give a reading based on my intuition and that one card. So that is what we'll be doing for the rest of the time. And it's just to give us the opportunity to get as many people in at the last bit as we can. So this is my fun part. My fun. As I get all, I wonder if I can get my hair. It's not wiggling. My hair is not wiggling. I need to hydrate, apparently. We didn't spray my hair today because, anyway, I was running late. You know how it goes. Anyway, what needs to be done in order for me to prosper in my self-love spiritual journey? Yes. So pull a card for you. What needs to be done? I don't even look at them yet. Hold on. I'm going to see when you do. Oops. King of Cups. We're going to right side them up. King of Cups. Ooh. King of Cups is master of emotion. So I wouldn't be surprised if you probably could benefit from getting clear and honest and real with the areas of your emotions that make you uncomfortable. So yeah, him, I want, okay, so there's a mixed bag with this. I want to encourage a little bit of quote unquote shadow work for you. So digging into the elements of your, maybe your psyche, your emotional life, your history, and master them, if that makes any sense. So you still have a little bit of work to do, but I feel like you're slipping on into the place in which you want to go. So I like that you're already on this work, you're already on this journey, you're already doing the stuff, and you're already doing the path. Personally, it's going to be, the work itself is not going to be field cake, but you getting it done is going to be a field day. There you go. Thank you so much for your question, Sleepy. I appreciate it. I'm almost throwing cards around. Let's see. Okay. Will my current quarantine be temporary? I hate that word. I mean, sorry, my bad. I don't like saying the word, so that's like me saying, like, okay, so I have an essential oil whose name I refuse to say twice. That's the same thing for the word that Melissa just stated from across the room that I don't like to say. But yes, will your quarantine person be temporary or long term? Let's see. I'm not going to say it, babe. Will your quarantine person be temporary or long term? Let's see what shows up. There we go. What is this one? So Three of Cups. Three of Cups. I'm intended to think that there is a longer. So not like amazing forever 15 years, but I'm thinking like, oh, quarantine lifts. We get to have some fun. We get to have a party or two. We get to throw back some drinks. We get to enjoy ourselves. So it feels like months, not so much years, but months, if that makes sense. Definitely more than days. Weeks, months, feels like months. So yeah, you get some fun out of that. Ooh, you get some fun out of that. Celebratory. All right, my dear. Christina, should you return to work? Always a good question, especially with what's going on right now. Should you return to work? Shuffling. I'm going to shuffle one more time. Should Christina, is it in her best interest to return to work? In her best interest. Okay. It's in her best interest. What is this one? La da da. So that's a bit obvious to me anyway. The Devil card is usually about the things that kind of manipulate us and yank us around by our strings. Should you reach? If you don't feel like it is safe for you, hun, then don't. Like that's just the long story short. This card usually shows up when we're ignoring aspects of ourselves that are kind of like obvious, or we're calling. You know when you put your head in the sand and we're pretending things aren't happening that actually are? That is what this card, that is what that card is. So if you are feeling like it is unsafe for me to go to work, then don't. If you feel like I cannot wait until I go because my kids are driving me nuts and I need to get out of this house, then fly in. Go ahead and do what you need to do, but always do what you feel is best for you and your family first and foremost. Long story short. My dear. All right, Kiki. My brother passed away in a tragic accident. Is his spirit around us? Spirit still around us? Let's see what shows up for you, my dear. And I'm sorry that your brother passed away. Let's see. Is his spirit still around you guys? I'm going to go ahead and say yes, just because of course. Why wouldn't he be? Oops. Let's see what shows up for him. There we go. What is this one? Oh yeah, he's totally hanging out, and that's a good thing. And like, I always feel like the people who are closest to us, they are energetic beings. They thrive, or they are emotion essentially. So it's like the moment you think of them, they are there. The moment you speak about them in your mind or to others, they are with you. They are here, they're listening, they're hanging around. So if you are wanting to talk to your brother, just go ahead. Just like write it out, or in your mind, talk to you out loud, whatever you need to do to feel close to him again, because he'll be right there. Like that, not even a yes, he's still hanging out with you, my dear. Should I take the summer off work to deal with medical stuff and be with my granddaughters? Should I take the summer off work to deal with medical stuff and be with my granddaughters? Ooh. If it's medical stuff, yes. Like take care of your medical stuff and then be with your granddaughters, of course. I'm still gonna pull a card because that's always fun. but Abby's already saying, yeah, Should you do what you want to do already? Yes. My dear. Let's pull one. I'm going to pull this one. What is this one? What is this one? Eight of Pentacles, patience. I wonder what's going to go on there. Probably the stuff with your medical stuff is probably going to take some patience and some resilience out of you or with you. You'll have to have some patience to deal with the stuff that's going on for you. But should you? Of course. Why not take care of yourself and do exactly what you need to do to take care of yourself anyway? Just saying. Thank you so much for that question. All right. Why is my life in such an uproar? Let's see. Let's see what I can find out for you. One card. A life question on one card. Can I rise to the occasion? Yes. Yes. Sorry, I like to be overdramatic sometimes because I'm silly. And sometimes I see it makes people laugh on occasion, so I go with it. All right, why is your life in such an uproar? What is the card that wants to pull up for us? Why is your life in such an uproar? What is this? Ooh. Okay, so the Six of Cups for me is often it's a past life card. Often it can have some elements of like what your old history was. If you believe in reincarnation, this is how I would go about it, is that there very well could be elements of your old story that you're kind of pulling in and pulling on and creating in this one. Also, this could be a genealogy thing. So it could be family related. It could be family history related. It could be history that have happened with your family before you even existed, kind of trickling down. Like for instance, if you have an issue with drugs and alcohol, and you know that your mom did too, well, she also did because her mother did too, and then her dad probably did. So it's that trickle down effect that happens over time. It's just, what is it, generational issues, generational mess. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a generational or past life component to it. Could be either, depends on your situation. But I definitely think there's you can't see it. There's definitely a historical element to it. So this life or others, there's a historical element to it. Nicole, should I date women or men? I'm so confused. Date them both, honey. Like, my wife will probably cringe. Actually, you probably already are. Do what feels right for you. This one's not gonna tell you what to do when it comes to who you should date. You should go to whatever feels good, whatever you like. It is perfectly okay for you to experiment and find out what you're interested in, what you like to do, what you like to do it with, and who you like to do it with. No one is judging you on this side of the table, hon. Go have fun, go experiment. Just be honest with your people. Like, if you are routinely heterosexual-ish, then let your possible lesbian partner know this is an experiment for me. Be honest, be open, be clear, and you might have some fun with it. I am still gonna pull a card though, because I know y'all want freaking cards. So let's pull one. What does the card say about if you should be with men or if you should be with women? Let's see what's up. Sorry, to me, this is exactly what your question is. It's like, I have options. I can't decide. My dear hun, you will figure out, and you will see what it is that you sing to, and it may be just the person that you're singing to, not necessarily the gender. So I can't explain that one out for you. You get to go find that one out on your own. But thank you for the question, though. That was fun to read for. That was fun to read for. All right, the man that asked me to marry me, serious. Oh, the man that asked you to marry you, is he serious about it? And should I do it? Ooh, should you marry the person? Let's see. Is getting married in your best interest? Excuse me, married to this person in your best interest? Because remember, we're marrying people here. We're not just getting married to the ethos. Actually, that'd be a really good idea. I think we should do that more often. It'd probably be better for us. Marry the universe first. Then you can marry people. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. The man that asked me to marry me, serious about it. Oops. My cards decided to flip out. There we go. What should she do? What should she do? There we go. What should we do? Ah, fool. I like this card because when it comes to new paths and new journeys, this energy is going with the flow of it, not overthinking it, not even worried about what's happening next weekend. It's just like I'm in the present, I'm in the now. I don't really care where it's going to go. I'm enjoying myself and having a grand old time. I'll work the rest of the details out when I get there. The little dog who's jumping around is trying to get attention, trying to get energy, and I love how that head is to the clouds. So I just enjoy it. Why not? Unless there's a reason why you feel like you shouldn't, there's no reason there why not to. Just to go enjoy yourself. Go have fun. Go have fun. Will I buy my forever home? Yes. Well, hold on. I didn't mean to say yes so quickly. So that was impulsive. My bad. I am going to pick a card. All right, let's see. Are you going to buy your forever home, Tracy? Tracy. Forever home. Are you going to buy your forever home? Forever home. What is this? Ooh, that is the Knight of Swords. I almost feel like you very well can and could, but you're going to have to move quickly on it. So when you find it, it's like rush, because you're going to have to like probably karate chop somebody to like get in front to get it done. So it's like when that opportunity arrives, you're gonna have to move on it and move on it quickly. Almost like don't ask questions, just go. Like when you see forever home, fly into the forever home. Like just go ahead and move in. Just pee on this on the corner. Just make it like totally unattractive for anybody else to get it. It is yours. Mark your home. My dear, but thank you so much for your question. Xavier, how does my boo Jacob feel about me? Oh, boo Jacob. I'm going to say that's his name now, Boo Jacob. I love it. How does Boo Jacob feel about you? How does Boo Jacob feel? I love the way that sounds. And I just realized I forgot to vacuum cobwebs right there. I need to get those. I need to get that. All right. How does Boo Jacob feel? Boo Jacob. Let's see. What is this? Ooh. I think he's curious, and he's also a little bit impressed. And the reason that I say that is that the magician has all the tools and all of the accoutrement. He has all the experience. He has all the skill. He has all the things. So I wouldn't be surprised if your person is kind of looking at you with like, you have a lot of stuff that I like, dude. You have a lot of things that I can't wait to explore and figure out and try on. I wouldn't be surprised if you started, like, I don't know where the try on part, but I literally felt like y'all would be trying each other's clothes, like, or something, like maybe like a detail, like something. Totally let me know if this happens, but I feel like he like would snatch a hat or something and wear it, or maybe like snatch a t-shirt, something like that. But there's an element that of yours that he is trying on, if that makes sense. So yeah, totally let me know if that happens, because now I'm curious. All right, Nancy, should my husband and I continue to work out our marriage, and will his best friend still not see that boundaries need to be set? Ooh, sounds like it. Let's see. Should you two continue to work on your marriage? Let's see. One card. Should you continue to work on your marriage? Queen of Cups. I'm inclined to think that's, I think of the Queen and, excuse me, I almost hiccup, in an affirmative. So if you should continue to work on your marriage, yes, but I think first we need to work on your feelings surrounding maybe even the dynamic between him and his person. Your emotions feels more important in this scenario than the whole picture. So maybe dealing with your energy, your emotions first before we continue to spend a lot or expend a lot of time on these other elements, these other tentacles that are attached to the relationship. But yeah, totally keep working at it. Courtney, will my pet chinchilla be okay while I travel across the country with her? Oh, you're gonna have to send me a picture. I want to know what this chinchilla looks like. Yes. Oh my God, you guys, I love pets. Like, I'm so pet deprived. If anybody who is still here, all 59 of y'all, if y'all will send me a picture, like put it in the either comments or send it to a message, I don't care. Send me a picture of your pet. I need pet love. Oh my God. And yes, Courtney, I want to see a picture of your chinchilla. You and your chinchilla, if you can do it. I don't know if you can take a picture with your chinchilla, but if you can, I want to see that picture. But yes, let's look into if it's going to be okay while you travel across the country with her. Is she going to be okay? Is she going to be okay? Aw. I'm almost inclined to ask you to reach out to a pet communicator just to double check. Let's see. King of Swords. I feel like your chinchilla's gonna be pissed. Your chinchilla is not going to like the shift in environment, the wonky stuff. Surviving it seems yes. Now how they're gonna feel about it, that's gonna be he's gonna be a grumpy chinchilla. So don't be surprised if you see him acting out a little bit or acting destructively. But ultimately, I think he'll survive the journey. He will survive the journey. Oh my goodness, Monet is JM the one for you. Let's see what shows up for us, my dear. Is JM the one for you? Oops, what is this card? What is JM? JM the one for you. Ace of Swords. Ooh. See, when it comes to swords is very airy, very transient, very comes and goes with the wind. I would say yes for right now. So definitely Mr. Right Now. So I don't know how long Right Now lasts. That's going to be between the two of y'all. But yeah, it's totally well suited for right now. For who you are the second. Sasha, will my future husband, who is my future husband, can share the physical characteristics or traits? Cool. Let's see it shows up. Let's see it shows up. Who is your future husband? Characteristics or traits. Now, keep in mind, I don't want you to like run after every brown-haired person or just because I say maybe he has brown hair. Let's see what shows up for us, though. Let's see. Characteristics or traits. One card. What is this one? Doo-doo-doo. I think it's gonna have wings. No, I have the Devil card. So let's see. If we think about this one, who is your future husband? Can share the physical characteristics or traits. Future husband. I'm inclined to say that your future husband is probably going to be one of a couple. And I say that because with the Devil card, the Devil is usually about things that manipulate us, control us, and kind of yank us around a bit. And so my thought is your first husband is probably going to have some element that yanks you around a little bit. Like he's going to... if you tend to be a little bit introverted, he's going to be extroverted and you're going to like the time, you're going to like the attention. But with that time and attention comes distraction, you know? So that's this mixed bag of it. Now, characteristics. I wish I was that good. If I could sketch and sketch it out, I would sketch it out for you. Oh, my dear hun. I don't think I'm going to be a win on the characteristics part, and this card isn't helping at all. So we'll just leave it at that, and we'll keep going. Thank you so much for that question, though, Sasha. You got me something I don't think I'll try on. If you want to schedule something one-on-one with me, please feel free to use the link in this post or go to AV Tarot Reading directly and check on services and then schedule which one you're interested in. I do still have some availability as of right now. I haven't checked the phone as of yet, so soon I'll see actually what the schedule looks like. But you can always book in advance. You can book a couple weeks out. You can book tomorrow or the day after. So it's pretty flexible and open in that regard. You can find me here next Wednesday at 8 p.m. I do this every week so long as life and time allow. And right now we really, or at least I really like this. Yeah, it's fun. It's entertaining. It's fun to get to know everybody and have a grand old time. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I so appreciate hanging out with you. I can't wait to go and rewatch this and see your comments and see the things that y'all have been saying because it makes me happy and I enjoy it. Today is May 13th and I read for you tonight from 8 to 9:10. We did overtime today, you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and I look forward to reading for y'all tomorrow. And yes, well, you should love, not tomorrow. I'm reading for y'all next week. But share the love, share this tarot love, because these messages can resonate not just now, but for a time in advance. So you all take care. Stay safe. Stay sanitized. Take care, you all.